We're back for a second crack at the Championship today then, viewers. We kick off the new season with new faces.
Can you hear the sound?
The first of 5 new faces then. Joining us from Vélez over in Argentina is Hector Vargas. He can play in behind the striker, on that right hand side, or up front. And I think, to be fair, that is where we are likely to be playing him as up front. We will work on that finishing with him, but we have signed him for £3.1 million. He's 19 years of age, and I think he is a very, very exciting prospect for us. £3,500 a week on a 3-year deal. Our next sign from fellow Championships rivals for £650,000 is Darragh Lenihan. 18 aggression, 19 bravery, 14 heading, 13 marking, 14 tackling at 6'2" at the age of 32 on a 1-year deal on £12,000 a week. It seems like a complete no-brainer to me. Physical is very good as well still, and I think he, again, could be someone that can bring a lot of experience and something that we didn't have in our Championship season last time. Another centre-back is in the club, an expensive weekly deal on £20,000 a week. 25-year-old Rhys Williams was released by Liverpool and we have picked him up. As I said, 25 years of age, 6'5", jumping reach of 17, heading of 16, marking of 13, tackling of 13. For a 25-year-old who will start to get regular football now, I think he looks a fantastic signing. Yes, his wages are a lot, but he would mean so much to this team. So that means we brought in a new centre-back pairing this time around. I think that is where we were weak last time and why we lost games. And it was something key to me that we had to sort out. And I think Rhys is another piece of that jigsaw and a 4-star player to boot as well. We went and raided Blackburn again, this time for a backup goalkeeper. Unfortunately, Max Metcalf left on a free transfer when his contract expired, which left us a little bit short between the sticks. We did try and sign Bryce Samba from Nottingham Forest. He would have been a starting goalkeeper, but unfortunately, we didn't have enough money in the budget to complete it. So we went out and spent £110,000 on Ashley Pearce, who will be a backup to Rory Watson this season. A 2-year deal on £2,600 a week is very, very cheap for us. And again, gives us that little bit of quality should we rely on it. Because that's something else we had in the last season in the Championship was a poor goalkeeper where we really, really struggled. And the last signing so far, joining us on loan from Manchester United on £15,750 a week for the season, is Isaac Hanson-O'Rowan. Can play in behind the striker, and again, an area where last season we struggled with Roberto Pereira. We have tried to move him on, but he's not, and he wasn't going to be good enough for this level of football. So coming in for the season with 15 dribbling, 15 first touch, 15 passing, 15 technique, makes him technically very well-rounded. Physically looks very good as well. And mentally, again, looks absolutely outstanding. I think he could be a very key part of this season. A 3.5-star player, potential to be 4.5 stars. And that is all the incomings at Salford this season so far. No real outgoings from the summer, just 2 loans, one of which we've got a bit of money for. But other than that, nothing really to go. I think the squad was that thin last season, we couldn't afford to let many people go. We are trying to get Roberto Pereira out the building, but it's proving a little bit difficult at the moment. We are obviously on the lookout for other players to come in, but they need to be the right fit for this club. Looking ahead to this season then, we are currently predicted to finish 15th in the league, which is fine by me. Mid-table this season is exactly what we would want. As long as we avoid relegation this time around, I think we've had a good season. To me, we've got a really strong squad, a really good squad, and a better squad than the last time we were in the Championship. So I'm really hoping that today against Sheffield Wednesday, we can give it a very good crack and pick up 3 points. A team that are predicted to finish lower than us. Here we go then, the starting 11 for today's game against Sheffield Wednesday. We go with a Watson in goal, a back four, Mosquera, Williams, Lenihan and Ferguson. Walsh and Doyle Hayes in the centre. Tulloch on the left, a man that is after leaving the club. He has asked for his transfer. We are going to try and keep him if we can. Wilkes on the right, Hanson-O'Rowan in behind, Vargas leading the line for us. A mixed pre-season for us where we only won 1 game, drew a couple and lost 1 to Manchester City. So hopefully we've got enough in the tank today to see us through and get the 3 points. Let's get this game kicked off and find out how we get on. Here we go then, the game is underway and we are looking for that victory in this first game. Last time around, Sheffield Wednesday were a team that stayed up at our expense because they went on an amazing late run towards the end of the season, which kept them up and sent us down where we were really, really poor. First time it comes to us, Lenihan into Walsh. Wilkes cuts inside. Hanson-O'Rowan over to Tulloch on that left-hand side. Cuts back into Hanson. Oh, and it's just been cleared away from his feet, unfortunately. Walsh finds Doyle Hayes in the centre of the park there. Williams across to Lenihan. Looking good though, looking good in possession. Very, very calm on the ball. Williams into Doyle Hayes, finding Hansen. What will he do? Speeds it to Mosquera into Tulloch, and Tulloch opens his account for the season, opens our account for the season, and we are 1-0 up after just 12 minutes here at Hillsborough, and that is a lovely, lovely bit of team play there. I'd love to know how many passes have been strung together there, but brilliant ball by Hansen into Mosquera, finding Tulloch, who first time finishes past the goalkeeper. It was a perfect time, perfect weight for him, and he latched onto that pass, and we are 1-0 up. And I would class Sheffield Wednesday as one of those teams that could potentially be in and around that relegation zone that we need to be avoiding to stay up in this division. It's something key that we didn't do last season, or last time around I should say, was pick up points against these sort of teams when we needed to. We've only had 1 shot on target so far from 4, but it doesn't matter. We have made it pay and it has gone in. Vargas having a quiet game with a 6.6, Lenihan with a 6.5. Not a great start from the debutants, but we'll try and get into them at half time and G them up and get some more goals in this second. We've taught the boys there to take it to another gear, and we are going to demand a little bit more here and just try and get something out of this game. I'm hoping that some of these players who were brilliant in League One last season, such as your Doyle Hayes, your Tullocks, your Wilkes of this world, who were here last season, can make that step up. Tulloch looks like he already can after scoring, and Wilkes has played at this level before. Doyle Hayes has played at a decent level as well, so I'm hoping he can. They were people that we didn't have last time around. Watson makes a brilliant, brilliant save there, and it goes out for a corner. And again, how crucial could he be come this season, when last season he was very, very crucial for us after signing in January. Kept nearly, probably about an 80% clean sheet record, win percentage, something like that. It was absolutely incredible, his record at the back end of last season after signing. Mosquera, we've got a penalty. We picked up a penalty. There's been a Cooper, a shoved Lenihan in the back who was looking for a header. We step up with the penalty now. Malik Wilkes, will he open his account? He does, and makes it 2. He doubles our lead in the second half on the stroke of the hour mark, and we are 2-0 up from the penalty spot, and Malik Wilkes opens his account. First thing he's done all game, and a brilliant penalty. It doesn't matter if that's the only thing he does all game. Crucially, he's put the ball into the back of the net. We'll bring Vargas off. He's having a quiet game, so we'll bring Omar Bogle on. Josh Murphy can come on for Malik Wilkes as well. We'll just make those 2 changes up top just to try and get in behind this Sheffield Wednesday defence. Bogle, straight down the keeper's throat, who turns it out for a corner. Omar Bogle making his return to the Championship with as well. Mosquera with the corner, it's headed away. No one really attacking. Let that ball go loose there, and Sheffield Wednesday pounce on it. On the 65th minute mark, we need to just try and win this back, and that is the end of the highlight. This would be a big, big victory for us, though, to start this season off, and be a fantastic way to get back into life in the Championship with a 2-0 victory. We're going to demand a little bit more once again. Isaac, no one's really having a good game from the new signings, which is a little bit disappointing, but everyone has been solid all round. Although Hansen is getting a 7.1. A little bit disappointed with Vargas getting a 6.6. But there it is, a 2-0 victory away from home. The first 3 points on the board, and how crucial could that be, giving us some momentum going into the start of the season. Outstretched their arms, tell everyone that was a brilliant win, and we are fantastic. We looked very good today. Sheffield Wednesday didn't give us much trouble, and we looked dangerous going forward. We finished the day in 5th after picking up 3 points in that opening game. What we'll do is we'll meet back up for the game against QPR. We'll get through all of September, get stuck into the season a little bit more. And QPR, bottom of the table after 1 round of games. So again, to me, already saying one of those teams that we should be looking at beating. So that is where we will come back at the start or mid-September. If you have enjoyed that, viewers, please don't forget to smash that like button for me, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Let me know down in that comment section below as well what you make of the signings and our chances this season. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again for more next time.